a video directly into the camera and edit it afterwards. I like to record my videos, as I mentioned, off TikTok, edit it in an app called Splice. I will talk about these things in future sections. But just so you know, I've already recorded a video, so I'll go ahead and upload it over here. Click on upload and it'll show all of my videos. And here is the video. Turn down the volume. But it's basically an explainer video on helping people discover popular topics. And this is sort of a marketing tip. So this is the type of account that I've created, and these are the type of videos that I want to do. Over here, I've just imported the video. I could also trim it if I wanted to, but I've already edited the video, so I don't need to trim it. I'll just go ahead and click on next. And here we are in the editing section of the video. So we talked about the 5 main elements of a good post. Number 1 is the video, so that's taken care of. Number 2 is the sound. So normally I like to include a background sound in the videos if they don't have too much talking or too much audio for me. This video, I'm constantly talking in the video, so I'm not going to include any background sound. But just if you wanted to do that, you can just click on the bottom left on the sound icon. It'll jump up the sound. And let's say we wanted to include a song. One thing to remember is that a lot of them are only 10-15 seconds long. So if your video is 30 seconds, you need to find a song that's at least 30 seconds long. So I'll go ahead and click on TikTok Viral and see if there's a video. So for example, this second sound over here is 30 seconds. So if I wanted to include it, as you can hear, now it's playing in the background. Click on volume, and here we could adjust the volume. So you could include it, as you can, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but you can include it just as a very soft song in the background and then have your main audio. TikTok account should I make? Here's your topic for a video. Are you struggling to come up with new topics for your videos? Look up answerthepublic.com. You'll see this evil dude. Type in a topic you're in. So I am actually going to keep the song because I think it sounds pretty good. It's not too distracting, but sometimes nice to have just the rhythm in the background. Although I'll make it a little quieter, maybe just at 3%. I still want it to be audible, but not distracting. Here's your topic for a video. Are you struggling to come up with new topics for your videos? Look up answerthepublic.com. You'll see this evil dude. Type in a topic you're interested in and search. So sometimes it's a good idea to use a popular song that's already trending on TikTok because then people recognize it, they're familiar, and there's something they're likely to watch the video if there's actually some elements that are familiar to them. So we have song in the background, we have the video playing. I'm not going to use any filters or any effects in this particular video because it's not relevant. However, I will add titles. So I think for explainer videos, titles could be a great addition. They'll add more value. So as you can see, this part of the video, in the beginning I recorded my face, and my face is positioned quite high, and I left a lot of open space on the bottom because I was recording it with the fact in mind that I'm going to add a title. So I'm going to go ahead and add a title, and I'll say BS for video topics. So I think this might be a good title that will help people sort of understand what the video is all about. And maybe I want to put it in color. I'll make it blue, sort of more interesting, and I'll put it on the bottom. Let's just play the video again and see if it's in the right location. I want it to be visible but not distracting. So maybe I'll put it a bit lower here. As you can see, it doesn't go over my name. It's one thing to consider when we add description and hashtags. The text on the bottom will be a bit higher, so we're going to put it over here because if you leave it over here, it would be interfering because the hashtags in the description would bump up the text. So put it just over here, and you can see right now it's not interfering. That's right. I'll put it just a little lower. So we have this. Another thing that I like to do is you can add several different titles, and you can have them only display for a couple of seconds. So the way you do that, click on title, and you want to set duration. And this will allow me to only have the title play in the introduction, and I want to stop playing it here. So I'll click on the little check mark and watch the video again, and it'll show us that it's only visible during that first part. So let's wait for it to watch, to play it again. When you're editing a video, you'll see it over and over again 100 times because they're just part of the process. So I hope you enjoy the videos that you're at least making. And yes, so the title was only there for the couple of seconds at the intro. That's what I wanted. And then I'll include a couple more titles there will help the users follow along with the video. So the first thing I want to type in is the website that I have recommended. So as you can see, the website was Answer the Public. So I'll put www.answerthepublic.com. Again, we're going to have this in color, make this orange, and I'll make it smaller. And go ahead and click on edit. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this so it's all in one line and make it a bit larger. Again, I'm going to wait for that part of the video to come along so I know where to position it in the actual video. One thing to note, these titles don't have autocorrect, so make sure you're spelling correctly because I have put in the wrong spelling so many times. So also keep this on the bottom. This was the best placement. I'm going to keep it just over here, sort of a reminder for people what to search for. I'll have it stop over here, and then we can add another title, something that will help the users. So I'll say pick a topic, because that's what you can do. So put it at the top here, maybe make it bigger, and just sort of headlines to help people. I'll write it over here, pick a topic. We'll only have it play. Oops, we don't want to go from the beginning, just over there. Yes, so we have several titles, and that's when they were playing. And I think these are all the titles that I need in this specific video. I say more during the video and explain what's happening, but maybe I'll just add one more. That's your topic. Sort of a funny one at the end. We can mark this, maybe this very specific color. And we're going to set the duration of this one, and I'll just have it at the very end because I say this is your topic. So that's it. That's for the main part of the editing of the video. I'm not going to include any stickers or effects or anything else. I'm happy with the way it is right now. I'll go ahead and click next. And the last thing we need is just a description and the video. So description, again, keep it very, very simple. In this particular video, I'm talking about how to find your topic for a video, or how to find sort of ideas for the new topic. So I'll put in inspiration for video topics. And then at the end, I'm going to go ahead and include a couple of hashtags. So maybe marketing tips could be one, marketing. And I'm going to go ahead and look at what kind of hashtags are relevant. So content marketing, we see over here social media, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, TikTok marketing. What else is here? Social marketing, influencer. I think what's relevant for us, I will do, and it's not too popular, so I have a chance to rank pretty high. Maybe digital marketing tips. And I'll do again another marketing hashtag. Scroll down because you want to have a chance to rank for some of these hashtags. What else do we have here? Online marketing could be one. Video challenge. So video may not be relevant to what we're doing over here. This one has 30,000 views, not very popular, so higher chance of getting ranked. I'll again choose a couple of them. Maybe marketing hacks. You could also choose one that's not very popular also. Digital marketing hacks. It's a very small keyword, and then we have a chance to get ranked quite high actually. So that's all over here. Again, you could batch your videos, so you could record several of them, save them into drafts, and then post them throughout the days and throughout the as you go through the days. But in this particular chance, I'll just go ahead and post the video right away. I do want to allow comments, allow duets, and I do not want to save the video to my device. That's not necessary. Like I said, I've already recorded the video off TikTok, and I've saved it so I can do any future edits, everything I can do, because I have the original video. If you just save it to the device, it'll be saved with the watermarks of TikTok, and you may not be able to reuse it again. And it doesn't look as good if you use video that has watermarks on it. So I'll just go ahead and post, and that's it. This is the basic video on how to post your first TikTok video.
One question we'll get, I think people who are coming from other platforms will have this question. Do we care about shot composition? And what I mean is more like your feed composition. So when someone goes to your profile page and they see all your videos, does it matter? Like, should we put thought into the thumbnail for each one so it looks aesthetic as they go down the page, or is that just another platform thing? And that one, I think, relative is easy to answer. No, you don't care. You know, Instagram, you do care. Like in Instagram, so much of it is about polish and static images that look good. So people put a lot of thought in their thumbnails and their images to make sure that they don't post something that contrasts too much with the page, because that'll lend itself to people thinking like, oh, this isn't a well-produced account, therefore less likely to follow it. But with TikTok, no. The user behavior we've seen so far is that people just don't care. I mean, they really don't care. They're going to click a video and swipe and go to the next one and swipe and go to the next one, and that's it. And they're not actually using thumbnails much, to be honest, to pick out. So that whole impression thing it just does not matter at the moment.
Yeah, Instagram started and still very strongly all about images, and you can align images and you can design the feed to look a certain way. But TikTok is all about videos, and if your video is a minute long, it's actually TikTok that will decide, or like automatically will pick the thumbnail for you. So you don't really have even that much choice. And since you can't align it, nobody cares. So at the end, it doesn't matter. What it looks like is what I'm saying. People just swipe through and they'll see the actual videos, not the thumbnails themselves.
When you make your videos, do you actually stop and think about the thumbnail?
Not at all. No. Not once have I. And if you go on any account, you will see that there's no pattern or there's no sense in the actual feed. It's all about the actual video content, not the thumbnail.
Yeah, I think the only exception I would say is that, especially on your account, Darius, one thing you've done effectively is you've put titles at the very beginning. And so, at least in my experience, when I go to your page, you put a question in your title at the very beginning. And so I'm more likely to click that thumbnail to watch the video if it's a question I actually want answered. And so I think that might lend itself a little bit to like people being like cafeteria users where they pick and choose what they want to watch. And since you put text in your thumbnail, I can therefore think about which one I'm going to click on. But that's really the only thing I can think of with regards to thumbnails right now.
Yeah, and that's actually more of a side effect than something I do on purpose. So I put the text in the beginning of the videos because I'm trying to draw attention, and I'm using the first 1 or 2 seconds to hook people. So I put in a question, I put in a statement, and I do that for the hook reason. And then by default, the side effect it also becomes a question. It's on the thumbnail. So yeah, it's not something I do on purpose. It might help. I've noticed also with other people, it happens rarely. They'll actually scroll through and sort of pick the videos based on a thumbnail. Sometimes, if there's something super interesting, they might do it. A lot of times, what people will do, they'll scroll and they'll find just the most popular videos because they assume those are the best ones. So they'll just see the videos with the most views and they'll check those out instead of the actual thumbnails. So I don't think it matters all that much. And I wouldn't personally change the order of the composition of my videos just to get the right thumbnail.
Yeah, I've noticed this as well as myself as a user on TikTok is I do the same thing where I go to a page and I want the best content on the page, so I look at the views. I would anticipate that TikTok's going to add a sort for that. Because right now I'm kind of shocked they don't have a sorting field feature. You click sort by popularity. You know, like for the longest time YouTube didn't have that. And then after a while they kind of just woke up and put it on because people, when they go to an account, they want to see what you are at your best. They don't want to watch the stuff that you just threw up on a Thursday night that didn't really work. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of a side point, but yeah, thumbnails not super important. I think maybe as the platform grows, or maybe you can find your own strategy for them, could be effective, but not really something we've seen enough that we can recommend. Next question, what about effects and stickers? You don't talk about these elements as much when you talk about elements of a great post.
Yeah, so the simple reason why we didn't cover it much is just because it's not that used. So there are stickers and effects that are available, and sometimes people use them, but they're not going to make a big impact on the quality of your post, and it's not something that's either used in trends or in challenges or that we see in viral videos. So just because it's just simply not that big of a feature that's used, we haven't covered it all that much.
Especially if you guys are coming from Instagram or Twitter or any of those other share focused platforms, they ask about watermarking because if you make your own content, other people share it, you know, do you want some type of protection or some benefit? You know, if you guys are taking my Instagram course, we did a side account on the side where I built one from scratch. We got it up to like 150,000 followers or something. It took about a year to get there. But one of the biggest growth factors for that account actually was that we use watermarks. And since there's so many aggregator accounts on Instagram, so many of these just lazy accounts that just grab cool stuff and shoot it out there. They don't want to make their own content. That anytime I'd post something, because I was creating new stuff, every post would get on average 10 to 30 reposts from these aggregator accounts, which just amplify the message. And that's part of the reason why so many people came back to the account and started following us. Now, the question then becomes, TikTok, can you do the same thing? Is it worth doing? Well, I think the first thing to point out is you're not going to use watermarking as a way to protect your content, okay? You want people to share it. That's a good thing. You don't want people to think like, oh, you know, it's like a copyright problem if I share it. So don't get out of the mindset of like, I have to protect my content. The more you give, the more you'll get in return. It's just the basic law of reciprocity applied to social media. I think also that with watermarking, if you are going to do it, you need to make sure that one, it's not going to interfere with the video, right? It needs to be small. It's not going to block the view of what you're watching. And the other thing is that if you do end up doing it, don't put a logo. This is like the dumbest thing. I see people do this all the time. I have a student who put watermarks on all their posts, and then, you know, they like don't see any benefit from it, or they don't understand why. Well, it's because they put a logo and nobody knows what that logo is. So no one's going to see that logo and then go to your account and follow you, right? So what you would do if you do a watermark is you put @ and then put your actual username, so that if people like it, they know where to go, right? So, you know, if you post it, they can just click on your account. But if someone else reposts it for you, then they know still where it's coming from. So if they really like it, they'll go and type that in, right? So those are the two things I'd say. Make sure it's not obstructing the view of the video. And if that's the case, it is obstructing it, leave it out. But if you can fit it in there and you want to, and it's legible, you can read it, then put @ your username. And that's the only thing that's worth doing, I think.
And also one thing to keep in mind is that the inherent behavior on TikTok is different than on Instagram. And there's features that make TikTok unique, in which case watermarking may not make sense. So like one way to grow your account is if you are doing really well, you can start a trend, then people will be able to find you by getting to the origin of that trend. So maybe if you're using a popular song or popular challenge, and if your video does really well, then you'll be listed as the most popular video for that trend or or challenge. So not necessarily to have that watermark in your video. And also what tends to be popular is to do react videos or duets. And in that case, your video will be displayed side by side with the new video the person is creating. So the viewer will be able to see what's your original video.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The quickest and easiest way to grow your account on TikTok is simply by participating in trends and challenges. And that's exactly what we're going to discuss in this particular lecture. By the end of the lecture, you'll know what trends and challenges are, you'll know how to participate in them, and you'll know how to take advantage of them for yourself, whether you're a business or a person posting on your account. Trends and challenges are the reason why the ratio of people that actually post videos versus just consume is so much higher on TikTok than other platforms. For example, on Instagram, if you want to post a video or a picture, well, first you need to know what to post. And a lot of people just consume the content because they don't know what kind of contribution they can make, what they can post, and they feel oftentimes shy and they just feel self-conscious to post videos. TikTok makes it super easy to post and become a creator, even if you're not very creative, even if you don't have sort of a lot of cool ideas, and that's exactly why they created challenges and trends. So challenges are created directly by TikTok, and I'm going to show you both of those, but they're created directly on TikTok, and you can participate in these challenges and make it very easy to post videos. And trends are created by other users. So it's not official sort of TikTok content, but it's created by other users. It's oftentimes combinations of using different images and different effects to create a certain type of video. And then people, well, if they repeat it, it becomes a trend. It becomes, if it's repeated enough, it becomes sort of a viral trend. And then anybody can participate and they can make their own spin on the video. This is super, super interesting, both as a person growing your TikTok profile, but also as a business. As a business, it can be sometimes difficult to come to a new platform and understand how it works and become part of it. A lot of times people just repost videos or content from other platforms. It looks out of place and it looks odd. Now, the easiest way you can adapt your business to TikTok is by participating in challenges and trends and using it to communicate the message that you want to communicate with your product to your target demographic. Challenges can be found in your Discover tab, and trends you'll see them in your home feed. Basically, if you see something 3 times in a day, so if you see somebody using the same video and they're using a funny skit, and if 3 different people use it and you see it in your For You page, it's most likely a trend. So let's take a look at both of those. So over here, I am in my TikTok account, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Discover. So on Discover, the first thing you see are challenges. So at the very top is the search bar, and this is the normal searching we discovered if you want to search for a particular user or a video, or if you know that you do in a search bar. But right up next, we have trends. Now, first you see the title of the trend, and on the right side you'll see the views. So this particular trend, Level Up, if I click on it, it's 4.8 billion views. That's billion. And you can either add it to your favorites, just like effects, just like sounds. You can add it to your favorites, or you can scroll through and see what videos are there. And if you wanted to use this particular or participate in this challenge, you could just click on the little camera, and it would already use it as an effect on my phone as well. So we're going to go back, and then if you click on the video, this is what this particular trend is all about. 3, 2, 1. So to scroll through the videos, you can see they all have the same song, it's the same theme. It's animals jumping over rolls of toilet paper. So that's the challenge. It's called Level Up, and you can participate. And you can, if you would click on the participate on the camera button, you would use the same song, and you can create a similar video and make your own spin on it. 5, 4, 3, 5. So again, not all challenges are relevant to all the people or all the businesses. You should go through the challenges and find whatever is relevant for you. Let's take a look at another one. So for example, this one is called Quarantine Time. I'll click on it. It's going to show me that it has 100 million views. And the first 2 videos are the official ones. So this is what TikTok saw some videos. They're doing really well. And then they created a challenge from those videos. So go ahead and click.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday.
So you get the point. The reason why challenges are super, super easy to participate in, because you don't have to have an idea of your own. All you do is go into challenges, see which one is fun for you, and you participate. That's it. And this is also, it's one of the reasons, that's the main reason why it's so easy to participate in TikTok, why so many people actually become creators of content, not just consumers, and the whole platform grows. But also one of the easiest ways to grow your account is by doing a challenge like this. So I'm going to scroll down, and you can see there's many more. There's new ones popping up all the time, and there's tons and tons of challenges. The ones you see will be depending on your location. So those are the ones that you'll see over there. And there's a new one almost every day. So TikTok will create a challenge, they'll post it there, and that's how you can participate. Trends are not officially created by TikTok, but it's something that users pick up, and they'll do it over and over again. So as an example, I participated in the submarine workout trend that was happening. So the trend required users to use the specific effect called Submarine Challenge. You can see it on my phone. If I click on it, it has all the videos using that specific challenge. And I've also added a song, but that was not part of the challenge. The main part of this challenge was using this effect, and it's basically doing push-up challenge while controlling the slow submarine with your head. So that's one example of a challenge. Again, it makes it super easy. And in this particular one, I was just having fun, but you could find ones that are relevant to your business or to your niche or to your sort of personal brand and participate in those. So here's another example of a very popular trend. It's basically one song that's going around a lot right now, and people are creating their own spin at that particular song. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos, and basically to participate in a trend, all you have to do is use the sound in the background and then create your own version of that particular video.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored. Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored and I'm okay. I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Okay, I'm bored.
So as you can see, people are creating all kinds of crazy videos. So this is an example of a trend. So challenge is created directly by TikTok, and trend is something the users create, and then they'll recreate it, and that's how it goes viral. The easiest way for you to grow your account, whether you're a business or a person, is to participate in challenges and trends because they're already popular. People are watching them. They are interested in watching them. And if you create your own spin, you're not just growing your account for the sake of growth and getting followers, but you can get valuable followers within your own niche. But this is one way to find new followers. In the next video, we're going to take a look at how you can promote your content, cross-promote on other platforms from TikTok.